In this video, I'm going to cover some customizations that you can do within Data Grows, such as managing your columns or searching or filtering on a specific client. Let's get to it. Within each table, you will have a lock icon on your very first column. If that lock is unlocked, then as soon as you scroll, the entire table will move. If you, however, click on that lock, the first column will be frozen so you can see exactly whose record you are on at any point. The system will remember your preference, so even if you log out and back in, that lock will remain locked. You can also close your left-hand navigation by just clicking on this bar over here and expand it once again by clicking on that same bar. To search for a specific client, you will filter on a column. To do that, go to the three dots right next to the column heading and click on Filter. The filter will automatically default to Contains, and you can just type in part of that client name and click Apply. The system will then filter or search on that client name. Our filters are sticky, so even if you go to another table and come back to that specific table, your filter will still be applied. As well as when you log out and back in, that filter will still be on. You can spot an active filter by just looking in the top right-hand corner. To remove that filter, simply click on the X. You can hide any column within Data Grows by just clicking on the three dots and then on Hide. To reveal all of your hidden columns, simply click on Show All Columns over here. Then you can reveal a specific column by clicking on the three dots and then on Show. Another way to manage your columns is through the menu Manage Column option. This allows you to drag and drop any of your columns into a new order. Right at the top, there's also a Set as Global Preference. So if I rearrange the columns over here or hide some of my columns and I click Apply, this will only be applied to my local device. If, however, I select Set as Global Preference, then that specific column order will roll out to my entire team. If your team has rearranged some of their specific columns locally already, then they can adopt your default managed columns by just going to Menu and then selecting Reset Table Preferences. After you've done your initial upload, you might notice that a lot of your tasks for that specific period have already been completed. You can just do a bulk completion by going to the task table, then selecting the tasks that have already been completed by checking these little squares on the left, then going to Actions and clicking on Mark Complete. All of these tasks will then be moved into your archive. Another quick navigation tip is the rows per page here at the bottom. You will see that it has defaulted to 50. You can set it to more rows per page by just clicking on the drop down and then changing it to 100 or 200. You can also go to your next page by just clicking on this arrow over here. That will take you to your next page if you have a next page. Our last little quick tip is the dark mode option over here. You can activate that by simply checking this checkbox or take it back to the light theme by just unchecking that checkbox. If at any point you have any questions about any of this, simply click on the help icon over here. That will take you to a link that goes directly to support where you can reach us or send us a WhatsApp. We also have our resources that you can find by clicking on resources and then going to any of these posts. The manual does give you a breakdown of each of our tables as well as some of our other cool features. That was an overview of some of the customizations that you can do within the app.